everybody, welcome back to my channel Learn English with Yasvi. So today I am going to tell you elements of story writing. So what are the basic and most important elements of story writing? So here are they. I have a flowchart with me right now. Let me show you. So this is the flowchart. Story elements are setting, point of view, characters, theme, plot, then resolution, climax and conflict. So these are some of the elements of a story writing. Let us move further. Story writing. What is a story writing? A story is basically narration of a real or imaginary event involving real or an imaginary people. Why story writing is important? Story play a vital role in the development of a children. The books they read and the character they get to know became like friends. Every story has a title and it may or may not have a moral, but it must have interesting and enjoyable things. Now you are going to plan a great story. So just think about this checklist. Just get this checklist into your mind and then you will get the story of yours. Okay, so checklist is how first you have to decide a title for your story, then setting where will it take place, then characters who will be in your story, what problem will they have, how will they solve the problem, how will the story end. So these are the main checklist of the story. Then moving to the learning objectives, to think about story writing, talk about the important part of your story, think about the setting and the character, to think about your story plans and opening, settings, event and resolution. So storyboard is also there. Storyboard help you to plan a story without writing it all out. So this means that you don't need to write a story, just plan it and then just write it in a storyboard, opening, setting, characters, problem, how it's all ending, and then you will get your story ready. So setting is where does the story take place, character is who is the story about, problem is what trouble did the main character encounter, and the solution is how was the problem solved. So these are some of the checklist you can also say. Writing an excellent story. So for an excellent story you need that this question words are very important when writing a story. So who, what, how, where, when and why, WH words and how is also used to make an excellent story. So listen, I am framing the sentence using this WH word. So who, the little girl, how, ran quickly, where, to the shop, then what, to get some bread, where when at the 7 p.m, why, so her mom can make those. So I use all the WH words to make this sentence. So this is a very nice sentence to remember and to give examples. So you just remember it and also remember the WH words. Now moving to the event or the story pyramid. So I have a story with me. Now I will just frame the story in this pyramid. So I will just write first the main character name, then 2 words to describe the person, the main character, and then 3 words describing the setting or the place, 4 words describing an important event, and 5 words describing the main idea or the importance of that event. So let me just show you my notebook now and just show you how I have made pyramid of my story. This is my story pyramid. So how I have framed is that first I have written main character name, that is Noah and Peter. Then I have written 2 words describing the person, that means the characters. So Noah and Peter are good and kind hearted. So what I have written in this 2 blanks, good and kind hearted. 3 words describing the setting or the place. So this story took place at the desert. So what I have written in these 3 blanks, at the desert. Then 4 words describing an important event. So Noah rescued Peter from drowning, मतलब उसको डूबने से बचाया. So this is 4 words describing an important event. After that 5 words describing the main idea or the importance of this event. So मैंने 5 words से तो ज़्यादा ही लिखे, but in 5 blanks मैंने लिखे हैं तो मैं easily understand कर पाऊँ the story pyramid. So here it is. See, learn to write your hearts in the sand and to carve your benefit in the stone. यानी कि आप अपनी जो आपको जिस बातों से दुख पहुंचता है उसे आप सैंड पे लिख दो. सैंड पे लिखने से वो इरेज हो जाएंगी और आप उसे भूल सकते हो. एंड कार्व योर बेनिफिट इन स्टोन, यानी कि आपके जो बेनिफिट्स होते हैं, आपके जो फ़ायदे होते हैं, उसको आप स्टोन पे लिखो ताकि आप उसे हमेशा याद रख सको. सो दिस वर द 5 वर्ड डिस्क्राइबिंग द the main idea or the importance of this event. Now let me just give you a short and a quick revision of a story writing. So what is story writing? A story is basically a narration of real or imaginary event involving real or imaginary people. Now checklist you have to remember. I am again writing over here. I have just written over here just for you so that you can remember it very carefully. Title for your story, then setting, where will it take place, character who will be in your story, what problem will they have, how will they solve the problem, and how will the story end. So this is a checklist. So this was about the story writing. Now let me just give you a short story of Noah and Peter that I have written in this pyramid. So here is the story that I was talking about. So here it is written, two friends, but the name of the friends are Noah and Peter. So what happened over here is, two friends, that means Noah and Peter, were walking through the desert. So what I have written in the setting was at the desert. Now I hope you understood the things as I am also explaining what I have written in the pyramid and all. During some point of journey they had an argument. Means when they were going and they were just walking, so they had an argument. मतलब बहस छिड़ जाना, argument meaning. Then after, one friend slapped the other one in the face. So who was the friend's name? So this one, the friend's name is Noah. Wait, let me write it clearly. So here this guy is Noah and this is Peter. So in the argument, one friend, that means Noah, slapped Peter. Now what happened? The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything wrote in sand, "Today my best friend slapped me." They kept on walking until they found an oasis. Oasis is in the middle of the desert where there is water, where they decided to take a bath. In oasis they decided to take a bath. The one who had been slapped, the one who was slapped was stuck in the mire and started drowning, but the friend saved him. So what happened? When this Peter was walking, he drowned suddenly. Suddenly he drowned in the mire. That means in this sand, as you can see in the picture. So the friend who slapped him saved him. The friend's name is Noah, saved Peter from drowning in the mire. Okay, understood this one part? Now after he recovered from near drowning, he wrote on stone. Means after he got recovered, after he was just taken out from drowning, then what he wrote is that, "Today my best friend saved me." So this is Peter, this one guy, and this one is Noah. So Noah is Peter's best friend. Both are kind-hearted, but because of the argument, Noah slapped Peter, and Peter wrote that, "Today my best friend slapped me." And after Noah saved him from drowning, he wrote that, "Today my best friend saved my life." So here what is told, that after I hurt you wrote in the sand and now you write on a stone. Why? So Noah is asking that first I hurt you, that means I just slapped you, and then you wrote on sand, and when I just helped you, you wrote on stone. So why? So Peter explained that when someone hurt us, we should write it down in sand where winds forgive and can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in the stone where no wind can erase it. So finally, we got the moral of the story, that is, learn to write your hurts in the sand and to carve your benefits in the stone. That means that अपने जो दुख है उस सैंड पे लिख दो तो मिट जाएंगे, और जो अपने सुख है उसे स्टोन पे लिखो ताकि आप उसे हमेशा याद रख सको. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.